Welcome to Conversations with Masesi, where my guest and I talk about life, family, love, community, and everything in between. Having a home that serves as a sure refuge, a place of comfort, forgiveness, and encouragement during life storms is important. Joining me is Coach Sylvie to talk to us about why. Welcome, Coach Sylvie.
Thank you so much for having me on this show today, Masesi. You are right. Having a safe place where we can seek refuge when we're going through a hard time in life is really important.
Yes.
Having our home as a refuge gives us a place where we seek comfort, forgiveness, and also that encouragement that we need sometimes, and that extra support.
That's right.
Life is challenging.
Yes,
One
it
day or
is.
another, we will face a situation that is difficult. Sometimes we face failure, rejections at any moment in our lives. And knowing that we can go home and have that support that we need, we have that safe space where we might be seeking solace, emotional support, receive comfort,
Yes.
and understanding, helps us go through those obstacles a little bit easier.
You know, sometimes people will say, I just want to go to a safe place. I just want to be somewhere. And if we create that safe haven within our homes, that when life is lifing, you can go back home. You know you won't be judged. Nobody will ask you questions. There is some sort of accountability that needs to happen, but when you know it's the safest place for you to go to when you're in trouble, it is good. I'm reminded of a story of the prodigal son. Everybody will talk about, he took his father's money, he did all these things, he squandered it all, and then when he had nothing, he didn't go to uncle's house, he didn't go to auntie's house, he went home. So why is it important that, especially us as parents, because it's hard when you teach, like we talked about, making sure that your home is a training ground for relationships. You teach them all these things. You create a safe, a balanced environment for them, and then they choose different.
Yes, you're exactly right. As parents, we try to guide our children in the right path.
That's right.
It doesn't matter how old they are. We can't control the decisions they'll be making.
Yes.
And unfortunately, sometimes those decisions that our children will take will bring challenging moments in their lives where they need to go over that obstacle to learn a lesson. Because sometimes we need to learn from a lesson, even if our parents told us over and over not to take that path. We need to go through it to really understand what we needed to learn in this.
That, you know, if you think about it, there is a time where you're thinking enough is enough. Do you ever get to that point that, like as a parent, to say enough is enough? Or do I always keep my home open because it's a safe place for them to land in times of storm?
You see, that's an amazing question, because that really depends of what are the values and the boundaries that the family has.
That's right.
Sometimes if your boundaries are overstepped, you need to put your cards on the table and explain why that maybe at that point they can't be in the home, but you will still be there to support your child no matter what.
Yes.
Because mistakes are a perfect opportunity for growth and to become better.
That is so true. And it's amazing how when all hell break loose, mom's house is the best house to go to. I even when I say mom, I'm even making it so narrow, as in, let's say a family home is a home that you can go to. And I want us to, be able to be comfortable in saying, I will not judge how you make that available to whoever you love as a safe haven. But a storm is a storm. It doesn't matter how I look at it or what I perceive it to be. Because I think in life we're thinking what is hitting rock bottom is different for everybody else. And we hit different kinds of bottoms.
Yes.
So what you mentioned about having boundaries as a family and what we value, it's also important to say you can't just go out all the time and hit rock bottom and come home, because that way we're creating a revolving door where nobody is growing and becoming a contributing member of the family and of the society.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I would like to go a little bit farther into that conversation about family.
Yes.
So family doesn't have to be blood related.
Oh, yes.
And that is very important. It can be friends that is your family. You can be adopted. So it's wherever you feel that you have that comforting element, that you feel accepted, loved. Unconditional love.
That's right.
Is so important when you know that no matter what, you will still be loved from these people.
That is so true.
Brings you to wanting to go farther into your growth and become better.
A family is not only blood. That is so true. The young people will say a home is where the wife connects automatically. But I always say home is where love is served. So where I land, there is love. There are not conditions of how I'm being loved. And whatever I'm not defined by what I've done, but what I've learned from it, and how do we grow from here?
Exactly, because everybody can grow and change.
Yes. And we need to give each other that opportunity to do it at a pace that we are comfortable with.
And something else that is very important is to have your family be able to share their own experiences, how they were able to conquer that obstacle, and giving positive reinforcements, giving those words of wisdom. Sometimes it's just one word that will click and you'll say, yeah, that's what I need to do, and give you that light that you were looking for.
That is so true. So, what I like about spending time with you, we talked about how we're creating memories and sharing those stories. Sometimes we don't only have to share the good part of things, even the demons that I've conquered. I need to share that so that the younger generation know that in life you go through trials and tribulation. Life will be lifing. There'll be a storm, but you can conquer it all.
Exactly.
Because now you have this role model that has shared something with you, what you call the pearls of wisdom.
Yes.
Thank you so much. That
Of
is
course.
amazing. It's always a pleasure to have you on our program, and we really look forward to, having more conversations with you. But, somebody might be saying, hey, I'm interested in talking to her more beyond this program. Where can they find you?
Of course. So you can go on my website, www.starseedcoach.com, or you can reach me by email, starseedcoach@gmail.com.
And you can slide into her DMs too. Okay, that's what we have for today. But you know what? In summary, a home that serves as a refuge provides emotional support, healing, unconditional love, and encouragement during life storms. It becomes a place of solace where individuals can find comfort, forgiveness, and motivation to overcome obstacles and grow. The refuge at home strengthens relationships, promotes personal growth, and provides a stable foundation amidst turbulent times of life. Remember to like, share, subscribe. Follow us on our social media platforms to keep the conversation going. Thank you for joining us on Conversations. Grace and peace be multiplied unto you and yours. Shalom.